This is a video tour of our home in Oakwood, Ohio on 51 Corona Avenue. This is our neighborhood. This is the house of Jo Bonnell, the very first lady that we met when we moved in. Unfortunately, Jo passed away just this week, 3 years after we met her. This is the house of Chip and Colleen Oakwood and their two children, Gretchen and George. The tan house is Patty and Bob Smith and their three kids, Lauren, Ellen, and Maggie. We have many friends up the street, the Potters, Tom and Mimi, Bob and Dana Oakwood, brother and sister of Chip and Colleen, Nikki and Brad Lawson, the Onstotts, these are the Cordicks, Mike and Wendy, Jacob and Allison, and the Murrays. The original part of our house was an old 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom Dutch colonial. You can see at the side of the house where the brake line is. There was another, the original house was built in 1926. The addition, you can see at the brake line, was added in 1967, and they added 2 bathrooms, a pantry, family room, and a master bedroom onto the back of the house. And there's Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. And this is our driveway, 150 feet long and about 20 feet wide of asphalt. Heck of a drive. This is our garden that we added to, or modified I should say. We added the stone, pulled the depth of this planting area closest to us, pulled it out about 4 or 5 feet, added the stone walkway over to the sidewalk, and the S-curve on the other side. And then borrowed some, or traded for some planting boxes that we added to the porch and put petunias in. This is our porch swing. We bought in Indianapolis, Indiana, and it fit perfectly on the nice front porch that we have on this old house. The other side of our house, this house had 3 fireplaces, one of which never was operational, but the other 2, Rochelle decorated very nicely. We never burned a fire in either one of them, but she sure had them decorated nicely. You'll see block windows that we added in the basement. 5 of them all the way around the house. That's a flagpole that actually was our neighbor's. Jo mentioned her earlier. She couldn't fly the flag, and so we always flew it for her. This is the entrance to our home. I'm standing at the entrance filming. Up the steps in the living room, you can see our lovely daughter Rebecca Lynn Meets. She loves that stair rail. She loves sliding down the stair rail. You gonna show me? There she goes. Whoop. We love these windows. Have a simple latch and open in. A lot of character. This is the clothes or the coat closet. at the front entry. Those steps go on up to 3 bedrooms and a couple of baths. There's a nice window at the landing. That goes on into the kitchen. That opening goes into the dining room. And this is one of the fireplaces I talked about earlier, with a couple of nice bookcases beside and some nice windows to each side of it. And we always loved these windows. They sure let a lot of nice light into the room. And back to the front door. Now standing in the entrance from the living room going into the dining room, this is the doorway to the kitchen that we recently remodeled. We put in a new pass-through window between the kitchen and the dining that was not formerly there. This is the passageway between the dining room going into the family room that we also remodeled. That was our first remodel project here. And on around the room. Michelle's Baker's Rack, lovely pictures of our family. And our daughter playing with her Polly Pockets at the dining room table. Almost had Rochelle on the video. She escaped. We're looking at the front door, through the pass-through in the kitchen, through the passageway between the kitchen and the living room toward the front door. That door goes down to the basement. These are the kitchen cabinets that I built for the kitchen. Our new corner sink. Give you a little picture of the lighting that we put in. I originally saw these in the Minneapolis airport. The ones up on the ceiling, way up on the ceiling. And the pendants we found later. Added the ceiling fan. This is a texture that I developed for this room through experimentation. This is the coffee center cabinet. This is our refrigerator we bought and dishwasher, new appliances we bought at Appliance Mart, and the built-in section that we built around that. Cabinets over the cooking center and the cooktop. This is looking from the kitchen into the pantry and then on into the bathroom on the first floor. This pantry originally was a closet with 2 sliding doors, which we ripped out, lowered the ceiling, put the can lights in, and added the upper and lower cabinets. This is a shot of the vinyl floor which we laid in this room. Rochelle and I both really like this floor, and it was a great investment and very inexpensive. Back at the passage between the dining room and the family room, looking into the kitchen pantry. This is the entertainment center that was built for us by Ken Nisley, formerly of Lau Industries, where I worked for the last 3.5 years. This family room was the first remodel project, as I mentioned before. Used to have 12 by 12 paper tiles stapled to the floor or the ceiling. Had wood paneling up 8 feet and then another strip laid on its side. We ripped all that out. That used to be a window. We replaced with a door. The fireplace was red brick, tiled over it, added the mantel. The molding, chair rail, was all added, new trim around the windows, crown mold, paint, wallpaper, and a snap lock laminate floor. We also bought this sectional couch specifically for this room. Standing in the pantry looking into the first floor bathroom, this room originally had dark blue wallpaper with a white crisscross pattern in it. We changed it out for the ivy wallpaper, added this light fixture, had the mirror cut down to accept it. It's a nice bathroom. This is where Rebecca took her baths in the evenings. Looking from the kitchen down into the stairwell leading to the basement, this door leads outside to the massive driveway that you saw earlier. We'll have a little motion here. Sorry for the motion. Walking down into our lovely unfinished basement. That doorway leads into a room under the porch, formerly a coal room when this house was built. Now a work room for me, part of my woodworking room. You can see the steel lath that was used to pour and support the concrete porch. The glass block window I showed you earlier that we had put in, and the lovely boxes that are packed up and ready for moving on to the moving truck. Rest of the basement, that furnace was installed in 1955. A Lennox furnace, two-tone paint job, brass hardware. Very quiet. You can hear it running very softly right now. New water heater that we put in with the bathroom, the kitchen renovation. More block windows. Just a run-of-the-mill, old, unfinished basement. Looking out the back door at our two-car detached garage. That window you see to the right is one of 7 windows of that size in this garage. A great garage, a lot of natural light in that garage. Our little yard that we've spent a little time landscaping. Steps out from the back door. Once again, the lovely asphalt driveway. Up the stairs to the second floor. Look at the neighbors out the window. Rebecca's room. Guest bedroom. And master bedroom. Two bathrooms up here. This is the guest bedroom. My closet. Nice big windows pointing out towards the street. Bookcase, one of the fireplaces we never explored. That was boarded up when we got here. We always left it that way. Very nice room we used as our office. This is the most colorful room in our house. This is Rebecca's bedroom. We added this border because we thought that these pictures looked a lot like Rebecca when she was that age. Try to get a little bit different view here. Maybe you can see it a little better. Rebecca's own hand-painted dresser. Most of that artwork is her own. Her closet. Her bed, formerly Blake's, dressed up a little bit with some frilly moldings to make it look a little more feminine. There's my wife. Full bathroom upstairs, just across from Rebecca's room. Little pedestal sink. There's a bath in behind there with a shower. Linen closet. Fuzzy toilet. Jim's clothes on the floor. Doorway back out to the hallway and some of Rebecca's nice artwork on the door. This is the doorway to our master bedroom. There's Rochelle doing her hair. We put the vinyl down on that floor. Bill Hillis, my brother-in-law, and I. And Logan. Rochelle's closet. New carpet that we had installed. Little sitting area. Television. And our bed. Stand, Rochelle's dresser, back down the hallway to the front guest bedroom. This quilt was made for us by my grandmother, Delina Marcotte. It is a king-size patchwork quilt, and we have used it for many years. Rochelle found the dust ruffle and the pillow shams. We thought it went perfectly with that. Gave it a nice country look. We love that bed. And we especially love that quilt.